Hello, everybody. This is Thomas speaking again. Welcome to our session on AirDnA today. So what is AirDnA? AirDnA is a super cool product for you when you're renting out a vacation rental or you're considering buying a vacation rental and you're not sure on how to calculate your future revenues. So let's directly dive into the product. So what you can see here is the inside view of AirDnA product. So the domain is AirDnA.com, and the idea of that product is that you get a quick overview on what the region looks like you are investing in. So let me show that to you. So when you log in, what you find is this view. You see, okay, this is the city I'm looking at. Here is a little bit an assessment of the market that is my target market. So then here you can see what is the average daily rate that people are paying to stay a night in that area. Here is the average occupancy rate, so meaning by month, what is the number of properties that are being rented and what is the revenue you can expect per month. Then you can see, okay, what is on average the rental type, so meaning are these entire homes, private rooms, shared rooms that are being rented out, and here where do the bookings come from in this area. So why is that important to you? So why is that important to you? First of all, let me show that to you. First, you want to know how much can you make when you have a rental or you consider buying one. Second, what is your occupancy? So meaning how many nights per year will the place be rented out? Third, what is the competition doing? So what are the properties you are competing with? And fourth, what is the market outlook, meaning how will supply and demand develop over time? So let me show that to you. How can you see that? So when you look, this is the start window we've been looking at. Then you can go here and say pricing. You can get a feeling of, okay, what is the average price that properties are being rented out. You can see how did supply and demand develop over time, and what is the average daily rate of the vacation rentals that are being rented out in the area you are looking at. What I find always interesting to start with is this one here. So this screen gives you an idea of, first of all, what is the money you can charge for a certain property type. So here it's being selected entire homes, 3 bedrooms, accommodating 6 to 8 people, and it's the top 10. The property belongs to the top 10 properties in the area. And what you can see is that, let's have a look at the summer months, August from the last 3 seasons. You can see that the price in this area has been going up. So from about 6,000 to, say here it's about 8,000 per month, and August here it's about 10,000. Meaning that with this type of property, you can expect for summer 2019 in August more or less $10,000 to $12,000 per night, which is super interesting to know, because when you consider buying a vacation rental, you always have to do the revenue projections. And also what you can see here, it's the historical market revenue. So all over your area you're looking at, what is the revenue that has been generated? And what you can see here, there's a very steep growth from 1,251 listings. So you can see, okay, in summer 16, there was about 1 million being rented out in August. Here it's already 3.5 million, and here it's probably something like 8 million. So the whole market is growing. Keep in mind here, you probably also have to consider that Airbnb per se was growing as well. So there isn't just that the number of guests increased, but just the number of properties available in this area. So, but that's not everything. So what I also find very interesting in this is this chart here, because this gives you an overview of what are the properties you are competing with, first of all. So it shows you, okay, what are the properties that are in the same category as you are, then what are the revenues they were making in the last year, what is the average daily rate they charged, and then where are they exactly lying. So you can see they're a little bit spread out, but you can see okay, now I'm here, or I'm there, or I'm there, and then you could just get some feeling of what are the competitors you're looking at. And then it's not just that it's being listed here, but you can also then just simply click on it and say, okay, let me show the place in detail, and then you can really dive into it and see what you have to do in order to compete with them. And then lastly, there's also some nice overview here on your guests. So what are the guests, where are they coming from? Are these international guests? How many guests in total did arrive the last month? What are the top cities? And how social are they? What languages they speak? So overall, this product, AirDnA, gives you a pretty decent overview on these questions. So how much money can I make? How much nights can I calculate that it's being rented out? What is the competition doing? And how will the market evolve? And based on these numbers, you can pretty much calculate the following things. How much, so my assumption is you buy a vacation rental not just for yourself, but also for investment purposes. So you can calculate how much money am I willing to pay when you buy a rental, assuming I go for a 5% or 10% yield per year. So with these numbers that you get from AirDnA, this is what you can calculate. And this is the power of that tool. And this is what makes it so helpful to look into the data before considering any purchase. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this session. And if you have any questions regarding your vacation rental, or if you have questions what to buy or where to buy, or how to calculate your business case, then send me an email and I will happy to help. And my email address is thomas.langenberg@stylono.com. So thanks everybody for listening, and all the best for your research and your investment decisions wherever it may be in the world, and talk to you soon